Hello, everyone. Bet you wonder what I've been up to. Oh my goodness, you guys. I finally got my top cabinets in order. They're not perfect. I'm not one of those organizing gurus. I'm not a DIY kind of person, but if you notice, I have some chalkboard tags here on these bags. If you've seen me for a while, you know that I always put my excess couponing stuff, my cereals, my crackers, all of that stuff in these bags, and I hang them up here on these wonderful hooks that I did years ago. And you know, this is normally like when we come in, we take our coats off, but we started off with this, and then we can still put our coats over top of it. It doesn't hurt our food whatsoever. So I went ahead and the excess, this says Captain Crunch, sorry, I didn't say it correctly, but there is some Life cereal in there as well. Here are some peanuts for my dogs. Then this here is pasta for the chickens. This is like a bunch of spaghetti pasta. I do have a little bag back here, and it says cards. So like all of the cards I've gotten on couponing deals, so on and so forth. Birthday cards, sympathy cards, all of those things. These are cake and brownie mixes. Got lots of those. Still have lots of those on the shelf and still have some up in storage. We're going to do a lot of bacon this winter. I have a feeling. Okay, so this is what I've done to utilize some of our wall space for vertical storage. And this time I did put some tags on them. So that way the husband knows, hey, oh, I need some peanuts for the dogs, because my dogs eat peanuts for snacks. Now, I'm sure I showed you this DIY before. See this part of my wall? You will not see that eventually. Today, I busted off the corner of it. But all it is one of those little fold-out stools from Dollar General. They're normally like either $5 or $8. I think I gave 80 cents for it, or 50 cents for it. It was a 90% off. I gave several of them. I have the bigger bin here. I love these. Now, I do like my thicker ones better, but I have 3 bricks in the bottom. I have a bungee cord from this handle underneath to that handle, and then I put a smaller one in with water. This is great for catching drool, spit. I've had this one here for a year, and I need to change it out, and I broke it again today. So yeah, I need to get that done. You want to see something? Look, there in my house is a chicken stealing dog food. All right, come on. You've got to go. Okay, so I still have another chicken in my house. She does have an outside play area. I had her out there for a while, and Johnny, my third of 3 roosters, came over and started aggravating her. So, you know, that's how it is. Oh, I need to turn on my light. Hold on. Oh my goodness, I've been busy, you guys. Okay, so the floors and the walls still need to be scrubbed. This here, we're down to 2 milk crates full of canned goods and spaghetti and rice and all of that stuff for the chickens. That's what's left there. This here is just a basket of bags. This here is all of my different organizing stuff, organizational stuff. I just piled it all into this big metal basket for now. I have 2 more glass things there I found. And then here is my 3 drawer. I need to go through and sort it again, but this one here up here has instant potatoes. This one has north sides, and then the bottom one has beans, and as you can see, it was too heavy and it dropped. That's okay, because I have something else for beans. I have this little 4 shelf thing that I got. I went ahead, I had this one in the bathroom, and I swapped it out for something else because I thought this would be great since we have produce coming in, to go ahead and make some cardboard liners for these shelves and put potatoes and onions, maybe some root vegetables, and also whatever comes in before I'm ready to prepare it. This here is just a bin of snacks that will not be there. Okay, something else I did. I organized this shelf here. Up here, this still is like in sorting mode. This here is Crackers Miscellaneous, and it also says, just look. I have not done my herbs and spices yet because we still have to do a major overhaul of spices and herbs and things like that. But I did organize this shelf. This bigger bin has all my mixes: pancake mix, all-purpose mix, cake mixes, brownie mixes, cookie mixes, cornbread mixes, muffin mixes, any kind of mix. I've got it. It's in there, and it hasn't been opened yet. This here bin is 100% pure raw honey and maple syrup bin. This one is going to go down here where I actually have flour, extra sugars. This bin here is all my side dishes. You know, like stuffing and macaroni and cheese and potato sides, so on and so forth. Down at the bottom, I do have a 24 pack of water. I have 2 big cans of yams, and I also have 3 things of oil down there. The water is going to have to come out because I need to stock back up my refrigerator. Okay, these 2 huge heavy-duty bins. The bottom one has about 60 some pounds of rice. This one has beans and split peas in it. They have not been processed or bucketed yet, but they are right here, and we have them. Okay, so back in this little nook, it's really hard to see. I have all my canisters of sugars and sweeteners and my coffees back there, my oatmeals, so on and so forth. That's just kind of like if I need something for baking, or I'm going to have a special coffee or my oatmeal. I do have this sitting over here for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, that's my little nook of, you know, baking stuff. And my husband really is not going to get into that. The thing he might get into is the sugar cinnamon. But other than that, probably not. I can make him another one if he needs to. This here, oh, here we go. My cabinet is organized. It's not perfect, but it's organized. I have all my jarred stuff on top, like my pasta sauce, my pickled stuff, my krauts, my jellies, my jams. I've got some Randall's beans up there, some ghee butter. Now down here on the bottom, I have almost all my tomato products. There in the back all the way to the middle, I got some beans, I got my enchilada sauce, and then I got my miscellaneous fruit in this container. Down here, behind and behind again, then this Buttersworth are tons of different pancake syrups. I've got tons of tunas, white chicken, all kinds of canned meat right there. In that orange bin, there is salsas. And the reason I put everything in that bin was because there are metal jars like soy sauce and hot sauce bottles and things. Those bottles, you know, they just fall over or they get lopsided, so I just shoved them in there. We have some condiments. We have some miscellaneous vegetables. There's some stuff to make soups and gravies and stuff. That is this cabinet. Now, I did hang an over the door hook, and I hung my white basket, but I also put a liner basket in there from Dollar Tree, and I have all of my rolls of cling wrap and parchment paper. Carl, parchment paper. Baggies and plasticware up there. I do have more upstairs, but I'm not going to do it until I know what I'm out of, and I'm about out of some aluminum foil, so I need to take a trip upstairs and go shopping. Okay, so this gave me a lot of counter space. I haven't had this much counter space in a very long time, but I went ahead and I put a crate back here in the back. Let me show you this first. Okay, so there is a crate. The reason I needed something there was because things would fall behind the stove. So I really wanted to block that off, and so I thought that crate would be great. It fit perfect in that nook, and then I had the little crate to fit on top. So the little crate on top has my coconut oil, my avocado oil, and my grapeseed oil on top of that. And what is in here are all my oils and my vinegars, different kinds and brand. I'm not even going to go through it because there's just so many. And then I do have some spices and herbs. I have some things to make my Mexican food, so on and so forth. And I want you to see this. Not the whiskey, that's my husband's. But you see this? Okay, Dollar Tree has these, right? I bought them when they were still $1. I bought several of them because I thought they would be like really cool to go like just that length, make a border, and then maybe do some sort of really bright white or some kind of brightness in here. So I just put that one up there. I put that in front of it so he would see it, and I wanted to see if he thought that would be a good idea or not. So you want to see my ribs? They don't have any barbecue sauce on them yet, but they are cooked to perfection. They were cooked with red wine vinegar and bouillon beef broth. Yum. These are my beer potatoes. They're cooking in their beer right now. Yum. My codfish is in the refrigerator with its broccoli, and it is absolutely scrumptious. Okay, what have I been doing? Well, I had these big heavy-duty baskets, so I hung one up there to put all of my bakeware in. So I really like that. I don't like how high it is, but it does come off of the hooks really, really easy. I went ahead and put the other one here for all of my refrigerator Tupperware, or not Tupperware, but plasticware, so on and so forth. I put this metal basket down here, and I kind of have some miscellaneous stuff in here, some towels, so on and so forth, but I'm not sure if I like that where it is or not. It's a little tight fitting. It's not too bad if I put away the clean dishes, so, you know, maybe I need to put away the clean dishes. I also had these little baskets that I got from Kroger. They were like in the closeout bin, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, and I had them, and they're perfect. And this double feature here, I would have loved to have put it where that is. I think that would have been much better, or it would have been really nice to put it down there at that corner, but it is too tall, and it really didn't serve the purpose if it wasn't stacked. So I thought, okay, we've had the mouse problem with our silverware, so up here I have all of my utensils, I have my scissors, I have these nice little cutting boards that I'm going to do some DIYs with, and then I have some other mismatched stuff in there. This is not my main goal. My main goal was to get things up, put away, organized, and this was another one that I really had to get organized. Up there on the top, I still have a bunch of maple syrup, this pure maple syrup. I have my decorating stuff. Behind the one that says decorating, there is also a decorating toolkit as well. I have my Jell-O puddings and toppings up there in that white one. Then I have all of my baking goods on that shelf there, and then of course extra spices and herbs and bouillons and things in there. And we're still working on the spice thing. So what do you think? I haven't even showed you the bathroom yet. I've been kind of doing both. When it gets too hot in here, I go in there, and when it's too hot in there, I go out here. And right now, I need to go sit down and take a break. You all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. You don't have to have a lot of money to organize. Trust me, I don't. But do you think I ought to paint some of this stuff to match, or is it okay to have an orange thing over there and like a blue thing here and a metal thing there and a white thing here, there, where, there, everywhere, where, well? Is it okay, or do I have to match? You all have a great day. Hugs from a distance.